Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Bow Making Monday. I am Ashley Greenwood from Little Greenwoods Creations. I am live on Facebook. Good morning, my Facebook friends, and on TikTok. So, I am back from beach vacation number 1. I am back from celebrating my 50th birthday, and today we are going to chit-chat about some questions that you guys have. And also we're going to make some bows, but I have a warning for my Facebook people. Okay, listen, camera number 2 is dead as a doornail. I'm currently on my iPad. It's probably going to die about 20-30 minutes in, so don't worry. I will download the TikTok version and upload it to Facebook so you guys can see the whole thing. So today is Bow Making Monday. We're going to make some bows for orders that I have. This is my handy dandy little ribbon caddy thing that I've got going on. I taught kindergarten for a really long time. So I have all of these crates that I used to put little books in. And now I use them to store my ribbons. And this one's almost done. So I'm just going to add another one in here. This bow combination is for my best seller, and I make them all the time. So instead of pulling out ribbons over and over and over, I just made myself a little contraption right here. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Wendy, guys. I love it when you say hello and let me know where you're watching from. We're going to get busy with some bow making. We're also going to be talking about questions that you guys have been asking me lately on social media. I'm going to go over 2 different things. First, we're going to talk about transitioning your wreath workshop into fall, and what does that mean and what does that look like. And then we're going to talk about, I'm going to answer questions about how did I quit teaching. Everyone always has questions about that. I would love to share my story with you, so hang around if you want to hear me chit chat about those 2 things. Hello, Dee from Arkansas. Hey, Barbara K. Good morning. Barbara, I'm back. I'm back from beach number 1, vacation number 1, and celebrating my 50th birthday. Yeah, y'all, seriously, I turned 50. Good morning, Becky and Margaret. Becky and Margaret, did you hear me say I'm on the iPad? It's got like 23%. So when it goes, I apologize, okay? I'm so sorry. Okay, let's get started. We're going to start making a bow first, and then I will begin to answer some questions. So first off, Easy Bow Maker. I use this to make every bow in my very successful Etsy shop. My grandmother gave it to me. You can find this in my Amazon storefront. It looks a little different. It's like 30 years old. Buy it once. They last forever, friends. I mean, seriously. So I'm going to start with my bow maker. I have a 1.5 inch wired faux burlap. Don't get the real burlap. It sheds like crazy and it is not really good. Barbara says, are you going to do beach number 2 in July? Listen, my children start back to school July 22nd. I'm not sure if we're going to get back to the beach, but I know we're going back to the lake, so it's on the calendar. Right now, I'm living day by day. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Kim on Facebook. So I'm starting with a really long tail, and I'm going to twist my ribbon all the way over and measure out 6 inches. Just like that, twisting it over. 6 more inches on the other side. This is what I call my big loopy bow. If you would like the free tutorial to learn how to make this, all you got to do is go to my links on TikTok. It's in the link. You guys know where that is. If you're on Facebook and you want the free loopy bow tutorial, just type in bow tutorial and I will send you the link to get that instant download, okay? Kim says they start so early. They really do. It makes, like, it's a great thing. So our children are on a modified school schedule, which means that they have they have several different 2-week vacations, 2-week breaks throughout the school year. but their summer has been shortened by probably a good 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, but it doesn't sound like a lot. But when you say that your children start back to school on July 22nd, that's a lot, like for real. Good morning. Someone said, hold on, I just missed somebody. Hey, hardworking mom, Lori, welcome. Janae says most of her schools in her area are year-round like that. I mean, like, it's awesome during the year when they get those 2-week breaks, but, you know, I can't say, if I was still teaching, I don't know how I would feel about that. I just don't know. Oh my gosh, Lori is at the doctor with her mom. What am I making? I am making bows for orders because we just got back from vacation and I'm on the struggle bus getting everything done. My house is a wreck. Holy cow. So yeah, we're gonna make some bows and we're gonna chit chat a little bit. Good morning, Leslie. Good morning, Shonda. Rosie's mom was asking, how long does this take? How long does what take, Rosie? Listen. We chit chat. And if you don't like to chit chat, that's okay. That's okay. But we chit chat. All right, you know what I'm saying? Let's get my second ribbon, which is a 1.5 inch stripe. Okay. Hey, Kathy, good morning. I'm gonna do the same thing. Measuring out a big long tail, just like this. Down in between my dowels. Lori says, love bow making so much more than cleaning up. Oh my gosh, that's another thing I gotta do. I gotta clean up. And I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I gotta get started. So, okay, so let's talk about a question that a lot of people in my membership have been asking me. They've heard me talking about cleaning up and packing up and transitioning from one season to the next season. Right now we are transitioning from spring and summer to fall and Christmas. Yeah, I know. It's not even the end of June yet, but really. So first they wanted to know, what do you pack up? And here's what I've told them. First thing I'm going to pack up are my brightly colored summer flowers, spring and summer. So definitely starting with tulips, like I'm looking over here. Tulips got to go. I'm done with tulips. They should have already been packed up, but I'm still, you know, still on the struggle bus. So tulips need to go. Any flowers that are bright and colorful, bright yellows, pinks, oranges, some whites, but not all the whites because those can be used for year round. And I'm looking around, purples, light purples, anything that when you look at it, you think, ooh, this would be pretty in a summer or spring wreath. Put it away. Put it away. Because you need to make room if you're like me and you're a little bit of a hoarder. So that's the first thing I do, is I'm going to go through my flowers and I'm going to find the flowers that are definitely spring and summer, and I'm going to pull them to the side. As I am doing that, I'm going to pay attention to what I've got. And if it is something that I haven't used in years and I just keep packing it up over and over and over, I'm going to donate it. I'm going to donate it to the preschool where I used to work, or I'm going to put it on Facebook Marketplace or something like that, because you come to a point where you realize, am I really going to use this, or is it just taking up space in my workshop? So think through that process, okay? Good morning, my friend Tammy. How you feeling, friend? Tammy hurt herself. I hope she's feeling so much better. Kim says she sees pinks used all year round, so she's going to leave that out, but not the tulips. Yeah, I get it, Kim. And I think it depends on the pink. But just look at it with a critical eye. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Lisa is asking, Okay, hold on, let me back up. Okay, Lisa, just 1 second. So you're gonna go through, you're gonna pull out your colorful flowers, spring and summer. You're gonna look at them with a critical eye and you're gonna decide, do I really want to keep this or not? Set things aside to donate, whatever. And then you're going to sort them by color. Really important. Sort them by color. Purples. I put purples and blues together. I put all the pinks, because I always have a ton of pinks. I put all the yellows. I always have a ton of yellows. I have a bucket of white. All the white goes together. When you do it that way, when you sort it that way, if for some reason you get an order and you really need a yellow summer flower, at least you know what box it's in. You know what I'm saying? At least you know what box it's in, because if you just throw everything into boxes all willy-nilly, you're going to be hating yourself. You're going to be wishing that you had taken the time to do what I say. Okay? Now, Lisa was asking, how do I store? I recommend clear containers so that you can see what's in them. That being said, I have about half and half. Okay? Half and half, meaning that I have half my containers are clear and the other half I have left over from my preschool teaching days. They are not clear. But I'm not telling you to go out and throw away all of the things that you already have just to buy new things, because we don't waste money that way. But as you move along, as you need more boxes, just buy the clear ones, okay? Just buy the clear ones. Hey, Tony, I had a surprise birthday party, y'all. My husband threw me a 50th surprise birthday party. I had absolutely no idea. My children did a great job of keeping it quiet. My best friends and family, I had not a clue. Not at all. And you can see that video on my Facebook page. Seriously. Hey, Christy, how are you? Hey, my friend Katniss, thank you for the birthday wishes. Yeah, girl. Big 5-0 is kind of like 40 didn't bother me. And I'm not saying 50 bothers me, because I am so grateful for these lines and these wrinkles and the joy that they represent. But yeah, 50. This is called bind wire. I love this stuff. You can get it in my Amazon storefront. If you're on TikTok, it's in the link. You know where the link is. If you're on Facebook, just leave me a message saying like, hey, I would like the bind wire, and I'll come back and give you the link. Hey, Jill, thank you so much. Margaret says I was really shocked. I was really shocked. Like, seriously. Where? Y'all, my teenager has ran off with my wire cutters, my really fancy smancy wire cutters. So I'm going to do something I tell you not to do. Don't use your scissors to cut your bind wire. But I have a choice, so I'll talk with him later. Happy birthday, Tony. Okay, so I've got my bind wire. It's about 16 inches long. Here is my Goldilocks zip tie. These are the ones that I love the most. Not too thin, not too fat. They're my favorite. Okay, I'm gonna take the bind wire and scoosh it up under here. Take the zip tie, scoosh it up under there. I'm gonna bring that zip tie up and tighten it down. Again, there is a complete bow tutorial in the link in my profile on TikTok. And if you're on Facebook, just type in bow tutorial and I'll get it to you. I'm gonna pull this up. Looks just like that. Easy peasy. Thank you, Shonda. Risa, I love birthdays too. They're pretty awesome. Okay, let's pull this to the back. already right there. There's my thumb in the middle. Tighten it down. And let's give it a twist. All right, so the next question, first off, does anyone have any more questions about packing up spring and summer to transition into fall? Let me know, okay? I will tell you that I like to get my things out of the tubs and put them on shelves. I have some big shelving units over there that I got from Home Depot, and I just lay them out. I just lay everything out so that I can see it, because it's just like when I was teaching. If I didn't see it, then I didn't know I had it. All right, Margaret is asking about greenery. Greenery is different, okay? Because there are a lot of greenery that you can use year-round. So if you look at something and it's got a bright green tint to it, and you're not quite sure if you should pack it away or if you should leave it out, leave it out. Leave it out. Because greenery is something that, I'm not going to say it's not seasonal, but it is something that you can use, okay? Hey, Kim. Kim is asking, will I be doing any Christmas in July classes? Yes, I will. I need to make the time to sit down and think through that, but it's coming, girl. It is coming. Make sure you're on my email list. I'm pretty sure you are, Kathy. Kathy asked that question, not Kim. All right, here we go. Happy birthday to your daughter, Kim. She wants her to say happy birthday every day. That's so funny. When in doubt, leave it out. Yes, Katniss, when in doubt, leave it out. Because greenery is something that can really take your design to the next level. And if you think you might be able to use it, then leave it out. Like, really. Now, I don't know. I don't think I have any greenery really that I have to pack up. I'm just looking around. I don't think I do. Okay. Now let's talk about the other question that everyone wants to know before my iPad dies. Everyone always asks about me quitting teaching to do Etsy full-time. So let's talk about it. First off, I want to preface this conversation by saying I was not teaching in a full-time public school setting, okay? I was teaching part-time preschool at a sweet little church preschool here in my town. I loved it. I loved the people I worked with. It was a great environment, but preschool doesn't pay much. And I had started my Etsy shop, and I had been working in my Etsy shop about 2 years. And I could see that if I just worked a little bit harder, I could totally replace my part-time preschool salary. All right. So I looked at my sales. I looked at how much money I had made over the past 6 months. I looked at how much I had made the previous year, and I just went all in. I had been teaching for about 20 years, and I decided, you know, I'm kind of done. I'm just kind of done with this. I really want to try something different. So I talked it over with my husband, and we decided that I could just go for it. Always have a backup plan. So if I started doing it, if I quit preschool and it just flopped, my Etsy shop just flopped, I could always get another teaching job because they let anybody teach school now, pretty much. And I knew that I could just get another job just like that. So, excuse me. That's why I felt good about leaving my preschool job. I hope that helps. Do you guys have any questions? Now, I have to say, hold on, friends. I have to say that Etsy and starting any kind of small business, it is a long game. There is no such thing as an overnight success, people. I had been a blogger since 2010, a long time. I started a blog in 2010, so that set me up for success with Etsy because there's a lot of things that I had learned being a blogger that helped me with Etsy, like picture taking, tags, SEO, all that stuff. And I invested in myself because I knew I wanted to make money. This was not just a little fun thing for me to do. I wanted to replace that income. So I invested in courses and coaches and memberships and all the things. Kim says, what do I think made my Etsy shop take off the most? Social media, lots of inventory. That's a great question. What do I think helped my Etsy shop take off the most? To be successful on Etsy, you have to have two really big things. Oh my gosh. Guys, when I do like this, it does balloons on Facebook. I don't know why. Anyway, to get your Etsy shop to take off, you gotta have two things. First, you need to have good SEO, which are the words that people use to find what you're selling. Okay? So that wreath hanging on the door, right? TikTok can't see. Facebook, that wreath hanging on the door right there, that's like a summer wreath with white flowers, a wedding wreath. You have to use good keywords so that people find what you are selling, okay? And if people can't find what you are selling, you're not going to sell anything, okay? So you have to have good SEO. You also have to have good tags, which is all in my friend Lauren's ebook, okay? My friend Lauren Kilgore, she has an ebook that helps you get started on Etsy. I am not an Etsy expert. Lauren is. So if you need her information, let me know. Okay, and the second thing that you need to have to be successful on Etsy is you need to have good pictures. If you don't have good pictures, people are not going to give your shop a second glance. If your pictures are not bright, if your pictures aren't clear, if they are not taking in an appropriate setting, people are not going to buy from you because that's all they know. All they know is a picture on the computer. They can't touch it. They can't see it in real life. So if you don't have good pictures, you might as well just forget about it. And that's the hard truth. All right, people are asking about Lauren's information. If you would send me a direct message on TikTok, I will get it to you, okay? But you can't comment on TikTok because once this video is over, the comments go away, okay? All right, Kathy, I will definitely get you that information. And listen, when I first started, my stuff was not that great. It wasn't. But I just kept at it, and I just got better and better and better. With practice, I took lots of classes. I am still in several memberships to teach me about business. And you have to do the work. It's not easy. You gotta do the work, okay, guys? Does anyone else have any more questions about starting on Etsy? Like I said, I'm not an Etsy expert, but I can answer you to the best of my ability. I don't teach about Etsy. because I feel like there are other people that know way more than me, like my friend Lauren. Yeah, Shauna, thank you. It's Lauren Kilgore at Beautiful Mesh. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate you. Kim says she was selling more with Etsy ads, but those fees add up quickly. They do. But here's the thing about Etsy ads, okay, friends? You would think that if you wanted sales, that you could just advertise your whole shop and you would get sales, because that makes sense, right? You just put some ad money behind your shop and it's going to send it out to more people and sales are just going to happen. It doesn't work that way. Do not ever put Etsy ad money behind any listing that isn't already selling, because putting money behind it isn't really going to get more people to see it. It sounds crazy, but it's the truth, okay? I only put ad money behind Etsy listings that are the most popular in my shop. Okay? Hey, Nika. Hey, Kathy. Good morning. Okay, Facebook, listen. I'm on my iPad. That's why it looks kind of strange, because phone number 2 is deader than a door now. My iPad is probably going to go really quick. Okay? Kim says that makes sense. Okay, good. I hope that makes sense. It sounds weird. It sounds like it should work the other way. Like if you just put, money behind your shop, it's going to get seen and everything's going to be happy and it's going to work. It's not how it works. Okay. Anne says, I know you can't get a hold of Etsy if you want to talk with them. You can, but it takes perseverance and determination. I'll put it that way. I had an issue a couple months ago, and it took me, I'm not going to say it was easy. That's my baby dog. She will not leave my side since I got back from the beach. It is not easy to get in touch with people on Etsy. That is the truth. But you can have some determination and perseverance, and you can do it. Shauna is asking, when you post multiples, do you have them already made? Nope. You don't, because listen, you don't ever know what's going to sell. You never know what's going to sell. Yes, Nika, I am on TikTok right now. So here's what I say, okay? Make a design. Keep track of where everything came from. I need to make a materials write-up sheet for you guys, because I think you would really like it. Make a design, write down everything that you used. I even put little notes about how I make it on my little sheet. And if it sells again, if it sells and you have the supplies to make another one, list another one. Renew that listing. You don't have to make it again. Just renew that listing. If you have the supplies. And if it sells again, do the same thing. Renew that listing. If you have the supplies. And eventually, if you've sold 5 to 10, that's what we call a multiple. If you can keep relisting something over and over and over, that's a multiple. Now, I don't make up 10 of that wreath. I make it as the order comes in, just like this, okay? I hope that makes sense, guys. Let me know if you have any more questions. You're welcome, Kim. Ooh, Kathy says she sold 6 rooster wreaths that way. See, that's the magic, right, Kathy? You just got to be able to get your hands on those materials again, which can be a problem. You know what I'm saying? But you need to, every time I make something, guys, if you are in my membership group, you know how I do it. Every time I make anything, I collect my tags. I write it down. If it's something kind of complicated, I write down notes on how I make it. Because if it sells again, or if it sells quickly and I can renew it, that's how you get good mojo behind your shop. And you start, like, you know, letting Etsy know that you are important and you do good work. Okay. Shannon is asking, what do you do? What do you put as the ship window if it's sold again? That's up to you. That depends on how fast you think you can make it. I usually do 5 to 7 days in my shop. That's my most comfortable. This summer, we are in and out of town all summer long. Like I said, the children start school on July 22nd, so we're trying to squeeze in as much fun as we can. And so right now my processing, not shipping, processing time is 7 to 10 days, which is really long, but it's what I feel comfortable with right now. I'm going to change it back as soon as they start back to school. You know what I'm saying? Feeling Crafty is asking, where can you sign up for the membership? I will get you that information. I believe you said you messaged me, so I'll get you that information. I'd love for you to join us. Tony is asking, how did I get the credit card thing on my Etsy shop? Thought it was built in. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. What credit card thing? That Klarna thing? That's a customer problem or a customer option. That's not an Etsy shop owner option, I think. Okay. Kim is asking, do I ever make listings for double doors? I've made them, but just from someone messaging me asking for my second one. If it is a multiple that I can get the supplies for, yeah, I do list it as a double door because there are people out there looking for them. Okay. Nika says 7 to 10 days is fair, especially with everything going on. Yeah, for real. Donna says, I am not good at picking colors for bows. How to choose? Come and hang out with us. Usually bow making Mondays are about picking colors and things that go together. Today is a little different. I'm still playing catch up. So come and hang out with us more often, okay? If you are a new shop, would you run ads? No, because you'll be throwing money away. If you're a new shop and you don't have any sales, throwing money behind your shop isn't going to bring people to you. It just doesn't work that way. It sounds like it should, but it just doesn't work that way. Oh, Nika, you are so sweet. Nika says, you are in the right place if you want to learn how to pick colors to go together to make bows. Yeah, Kim, I think you are correct. Thank you for helping Tony answer his question. All right, anybody else have any more questions about what's going on? I'd be so happy to answer while I make this last bow. And then I am going to crank up that hot glue skillet. Oh my gosh. Because I got things to make. So like I said just a few minutes ago, my processing time, not shipping, processing, is 7 to 10 days. But I've had a lot of customers reach out to me wanting to know why their things haven't shipped yet, because they don't read and they don't pay attention. So I'm really trying to hustle and get it going. Shannon says, do you say variations may occur when it's a multiple? Absolutely, Shannon. So Shannon is asking about, do you put a note in your description for your listing if you are making multiples? Yes. I always have a note that says in the description on my listing, each of these items is handmade by me. Variations will occur. Sometimes, I don't know how I've got it worded, but I also have it worded that supplies may differ slightly from what is pictured, because you know sometimes you can't get it exactly the same. Okay, and if you put that in your descriptions, people should read it. They probably don't, but people should read it. Okay. My bow maker is an easy bow maker. You can find a link to it in my profile on TikTok. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Margaret. Kim is asking what are my favorite staple fall ribbon colors. Moss green, orange, faux burlap. I'm thinking, guys, I gotta get all that stuff. I gotta get all that stuff out. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Yes, Nika, I have all the links in my life. Right. Debbie has a couple of questions on hair bows. Debbie, I don't know how to make hair bows. I'm so sorry. That is not my thing. I'm so sorry. Patty Jane is asking, does going live help as much as people claim? Yep, it does. It really does. I fought it for a long time. I didn't want to go live. Going live slows you down. It really does. I could have already made like 5 bows by now, but I like hanging out with you guys. So yes, going live really does help. And listen, if you want to sell wreaths, if you want to sell cakes, hair bows, you don't have to tell them how you're making it. Okay? You can just show them how you're making it. You don't have to teach them how to do it. You can just show them how to do it and chat about it. There's a difference in between attracting customers for a teaching model like me and just a, hey, I make really pretty things. Let me show you what I've got. Let me show you how I make them. I hope that makes sense. Hey, Danae, a moss-based wreath. Yeah, Danae, I made one of those in our membership back in March. I did a moss-based wreath. They're I kind of liked using them. You should totally try one. Lisa is asking, do I pick my spring and summer ribbons? What you mean? What you talking about? Lots of blues this year. Yes, I'm already seeing blues this year. I'm planning on incorporating some of those. Definitely. Yeah, Katniss, you know I love this black and white ribbon. Seriously. Oh my goodness. All right, let's finish this up. I just got back from Hobby Lobby. Let's talk about Hobby Lobby, okay? Do I do vendor fairs? No. No, that is not for me. I tried it. I hated it. It's not for me. Doesn't mean it won't be for you, okay? Someone is asking, how often do I go live for my membership? Once a week. I go live once a week in my membership. How many years have I been crafting? Forever. Forever. I've always been super crafty. I'm very messy. I wish you could see behind me. I'm very creative. What else was I talking about? Oh, Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby's having a sale, people. They're having a sale on items that they are discontinuing. I really want to go live later in the week and show you the things that I found that I think are amazing, and it breaks my heart because I think they are discontinuing them. So that makes me really sad because some of the things I really like a lot. Hello, Bees Flower Farm. You're welcome, Celeste. Okay, here we go. One more layer. Guys, these bows that I've been making, you can find the list of where I like to shop for ribbons. If you're on Facebook, just type in ribbons and I will get you the link so that you can get the instant download. If you are on TikTok, it's in the link. in the profile, okay? Celeste says she knows where she's going to spend your lunch today. Yeah, I did the math, and I think that the little orange stickers, they're 75% off of normal retail. But don't go crazy. You know, be intentional about what you buy. Look for Greenery. Greenery is always a big thing. Look for Greenery with those little stickers on them. Think about, can I use this for spring, summer, fall? I got some fall, okay. Debbie says they have no clearance. Oh man. Did you really look hard, Debbie? Because I think it's kind of hidden. Someone is asking what day and time do I go live for the membership. So it's Ashley's Wreath class membership. I host it on Facebook. We go live once a week. I send you lots of emails about it. It's in a private Facebook group. Let me preface that. It's in a private Facebook group. It is a monthly membership, so there is a fee associated with it, but it's really small. It's not a big thing. And I love my group. Becky is in there. Lots of my friends that are watching are in there. I love them. Yes, Nika, big red tags on Greenery this week. Absolutely. Bees Flower Farm says she got some really nice greenery from Amazon. Ooh, send me a link to that. Or just tell me what you got so I can go look it up. I always love, a lot of people don't have access to Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Joann's. And we all love buying on Amazon because we have confidence in Amazon that it's going to come, and if we don't like it, we can send it back. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to know about the greenery that you got, that you really like, that you got from Amazon. Please share. Hey, Kathy. Oh my gosh, Kathy, you are awesome. Kathy says she is in 3 other groups, and she learns more in Ashley's Wreath class membership at any of the prices half of what the rest charging. Oh, Kathy, you are awesome. Thank you. That just makes me happy, Kathy. That just makes me happy. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, we're transitioning. So I asked in my membership group last week, you know, do y'all want to go ahead and start on fall? Do you want to still do some summer? And they were all like, fall. So we are starting on fall. I got sunflowers. It's awesome. Awesome, awesome. Hey, Bag. All right, I'm going to finish off this bow. Then I'm going to turn on my hot glue gun, my hot glue skillet. Katniss says, fall is full-fledged. I know. It is. And I'm feeling the pressure, Katniss. I got to get all this. I got to get all this put up. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I'm going to make it happen. Kathy says my membership really is half price. Well, that's awesome. Because listen, I want us to start making with each other. I want us to get back to the days where we're using our hands. You know, my grandmothers sewed, cross-stitched, crocheted. Oh my gosh, painted. And we don't make time for that anymore because we're all busy doing like stuff online. And I really think that we would all be a lot happier if we took the time to sit and make something beautiful with people that we enjoy hanging out with. So that's what my membership is about. I should write that down, people. Shonda says she made a Halloween project on her live last night and she felt crazy. I get it. What's your business name, Shonda? Tell us about it. Thank you, Becky. Joanne has 70% off on 4th of July. Oh my goodness. Well, Debbie, I'm so glad that you're in my group. Margaret says her mother still knits at 93. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Kathy says, I take the time. There we go. To show how to do it. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you were learning. So Shonda's business, guys, is called Dust to Beauty Designs. She's a chalk couture designer. How fun is that? All right, friends, I'm hopping off and I'm turning on that hot glue skillet because I got to work. And my dog wants to go out. Listen, I am planning on coming back live later this week to show you what I got from Hobby Lobby. That was those little red tag clearance. I think they're like 75% off. So stay tuned and follow along. I am so glad you guys are here, and I will talk with you later. All right. Bye, everyone.